Hey, how you doing? I'm Noah. I'm staying next door with my uncle. You're,
Claire.
God, you're beautiful.
The nicest thing anybody said to me in a long time.
You are watching me. I can watch you now. No rules. Just us.
Principal Warren.
Good news. I've approved Noah Sanborn to join your class.
It was a mistake. I didn't know he was a student.
And if it gets out, I'm gonna lose everything.
What do you think? This is some kind of game we're playing?
I will never let you go.
Stay away from me!
I can't do that, Claire. I live next door.
Do you want to take a cookie for the road?
I love your mother's cookies.
A new neighbor, a deadly obsession. How well do you really know the boy next door? Claire, a high school teacher and divorcee, starts a risky fling with her much younger neighbor. What starts as fun quickly turns into a nightmare as the boy's obsession spirals into stalking, blackmail, and violence. Claire must outsmart him before her life and family are destroyed. Kicking things off with a punchy 3-word recap for the boy next door: obsession, danger, and survival. Then I'll share what stood out to me, from the story and visuals to why this film still hits hard today. The Boy Next Door tackles themes of power, control, and consequences of blur boundaries. Of course, I'll also drop some slick flick facts and hidden details along the way, plus my final verdict to help you decide. Is this a must-watch or a pass? Let's begin. Claire Peterson, a literature teacher, is separated from her unfaithful husband Garrett after he cheated with his secretary. Her close friend Vicky encourages her to move on and file for divorce. But Claire isn't emotionally ready just yet. One evening, Claire and Garrett come together to celebrate their son Kevin's birthday. Garrett invites Kevin on a weekend hiking trip once he returns from San Francisco. But Claire suspects he's using the trip to sneak away with his mistress. Disappointed but composed, she tells them to enjoy the boys' only adventure. After excusing herself, she breaks down in tears in the bathroom. The next day, while preparing to take Kevin to the doctor, Claire struggles with the jammed garage door. A young man named Noah shows up and offers help. He's her new neighbor, staying with his wheelchair-bound uncle.
I can fix that for you if you want.
And you are...
He goes to the hardware store with Kevin to pick up tools. While they're gone, Claire learns from the old man that Noah lost both parents the previous year and has no other family. At the store, Noah tells Kevin he'll be joining him at Monroe High, which surprises Kevin, as it's also where Claire teaches. Kevin spots Ellie, a girl he's crushing on, working to register. Encouraged by Noah, he awkwardly tries to talk to her, but is quickly humiliated by Jason, a bully from school. Noah defends him, and they leave. Back at home, Noah fixes the door and chats briefly with Claire about what happened. The next day, she watches from a distance as Noah and Kevin work on a car together. That evening, Claire, Kevin, Noah, and Vicky share dinner. Claire invites Noah to join them anytime, since his uncle is in a hospital. In the kitchen, Noah impresses them all by expressing his love for Homer's Iliad, which Claire teaches in class. With Kevin and Garrett away fishing, Claire sees Noah naked through his bedroom window. Later, she joins Vicky and her boyfriend on a double date, but the evening goes poorly and she returns home early. Shortly after, Noah calls and invites her over to cook dinner. They bond over her bad date, and Noah begins to flirt. Though hesitant, Claire eventually gives in to temptation, and the two spend the night together.
I can watch you now. No rules. Just us.
In a morning, filled with regret, Claire tells Noah it was a mistake. Furious, he punches a wall. Garrett and Kevin return, with Kevin excitedly sharing stories from the trip. Then, to Claire's horror, Noah shows up. Soon after, school begins, and Claire discovers that someone manipulated the school system to place Noah in her class.
Principal Warren.
Good news. I've approved Noah Sanborn to join your class.
Noah and Kevin head to the woods to shoot pumpkins. There, Noah subtly turns Kevin against his father. At dinner that night, Kevin lashes out and storms off. At the gym, Kevin suffers a heart attack, and Noah saves him with a shot of adrenaline. Noah later sends Claire flowers, along with a note asking for another chance. She assumes Garrett sent them and calls to thank him, but he denies it. Realizing the truth, Claire confronts Noah and insists what happened between them was a one-time mistake. Kevin visits Ellie at work and invites her to the movies. She declines, but asks him to the upcoming fall dance instead. Meanwhile, Noah spies on Claire and Garrett during a date, and his obsession spirals. The next day, he confronts Claire in a jealous rage. Kevin overhears and becomes suspicious. Claire warns Kevin to keep his distance from Noah, which only angers him further. He ignores her and catches a ride to school with Noah. There, Jason bullies Kevin again, until Noah intervenes and beats him up. Vicky, acting as vice principal, looks into Noah's background and discovers he was expelled from his last school for violence. When she confronts him, Noah insults her and is expelled again. At the school dance, Claire learns about a flood in the boys' restroom. She follows the water trail and finds obscene graffiti about herself. Noah suddenly appears and tries to corner her, but she resists and demands he stay away. The next day, Noah sabotages Claire's classroom printer to leak explicit photos of their night together. Simultaneously, Garrett's car brakes fail, nearly causing a fatal crash with Kevin. Noah corners Claire and blackmails her with a hidden video, threatening to release it unless she sleeps with him again.
You took pictures.
The video actually captured the moment.
Go fuck yourself.
I'd rather you.
She refuses and enlists Vicky's help to remove him. Claire sneaks into Noah's house, finds dozens of disturbing photos, deletes the video, and discovers brake parts, confirming he tampered with Garrett's car. Claire later meets with Detective Johnny, who reveals that Noah's father died in a car crash involving a mistress, mirroring his parents' tragic past. Meanwhile, Noah lures Kevin and Garrett to Vicky's ranch under false pretenses and kidnaps Vicky. Using a voice recording, Noah tricks Claire into coming. She arrives to find Vicky dead. As she tries to flee, Noah corners her and reveals he murdered his father by sabotaging his van. He then drags Claire to his barn, where Garrett and Kevin are tied up, threatening to kill them if Claire doesn't surrender to him. In the chaos, Claire strikes him with a crowbar, but he quickly recovers and sets the barn ablaze with kerosene. Garrett tries to strangle him, but is shot. Claire stabs Noah in the eye with an injector. As he threatens Kevin, she hits a switch, dropping an engine on Noah, crushing him to death. Claire and Kevin help Garrett escape from the burning barn. And while it ends in flames and final blows, the boy next door leaves behind more than just a trail of destruction. Stepping back from the tension, seduction, and shattered glass, The Boy Next Door is more than a domestic thriller. It's a study of fractured boundaries and the dangers that arise when desire, power, and vulnerability collide. At its core lies the ethically fraught relationship between a high school teacher and a younger man. While Claire is the adult, the power in their dynamic shifts dangerously, blurring lines between agency and manipulation, challenging the assumption that age alone dictates control. Claire begins as a woman emotionally worn down, betrayed, hesitant, and isolated. But through escalating threats, she moves from being cornered to reclaiming her voice, reminding us that strength doesn't always look loud. Sometimes, it's survival itself. Noah's fixation isn't love. It's control disguised as affection. The film explores how unchecked obsession can spiral into something predatory, revealing the thin line between charm and menace when entitlement goes unchallenged. In the end, The Boy Next Door isn't just about a one-night mistake. It's about how quickly boundaries can erode and how reclaiming safety often requires confronting what society refuses to see until it's too late. So where does that leave us? The Boy Next Door wraps up in chaos, with obsession crushed by consequence. But Claire walks away scarred in more ways than one. It's a tense, fast-paced thriller packed with suspenseful turns, though for some, the familiar plot beats and exaggerated drama might feel a bit too predictable. On the flick verdict scale, the movie is a must-watch. The film delivers tension and a few sharp twists and leans hard on genre cliches and sensational moments. Bottom line, if you're in the mood for a guilty pleasure thriller with a heavy dose of melodrama, this one might just scratch that itch. Just don't expect layers beneath the surface. Fascinated by how obsession turns into chaos, Flick Favorites unpacks the thrillers where danger moves in next door and never knocks. Hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into twisted tales where control slips fast. Comment below Did Claire survive, or just escape? Appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next unraveling of darkness and desire.